Thank you for joining me today. My name is Jen Holland and I'm from Wellworth Insurance Company. Our agenda today is an introduction to Wellworth Insurance, insurance options, coverage, fleet policy, as well as any questions you may have. Who is Wellworth Insurance? Wellworth Insurance Company engages in many different types of insurance packages for personal and business insurance. Our team focuses heavily on cultivating relationships with both new and existing members. We have many companies and businesses that renew with us year over year, as well as a great referral track record for those that are current customers having referred friends and family. Wellworth specializes in assisting customers with making important decisions in their lives as well as their business. Our state requires car owners to show proof of car insurance for a vehicle upon registration. Operating a vehicle without the minimum coverage results in a traffic violation of up to $500, as well as a 3-month suspension for the operator's license. It's very important that we keep this in mind as we're looking to purchase insurance individually, as well as the option you've discussed or hope to discuss about the fleet policies. We want to make sure at minimum we have that coverage. What is needed for minimum coverage? Our state's minimum auto insurance recovers the following. Bodily injury. Purchased insurance must cover a minimum of $15,000 per person and $30,000 per accident. Property damage coverage for at least $10,000 per accident, and uninsured motor vehicles coverage for at least $10,000 per accident. Let's talk insurance terms real quick because we went over a couple of terms that may be new to most people in the room. Bodily injury insurance covers medical treatments, rehabilitation, and funeral costs incurred by the passengers in your vehicle, other drivers and their passengers and pedestrians. The type of coverage also includes lawyers' fees, pain, and suffering losses. Now, property damage. This liability covers a repair or replacement of other people's cars and property, including the cars involved in the accident or the homeowner's fence, landscaping, or any other property damage that may have been done by your vehicle. Uninsured, unissued motorist. Some drivers do not carry sufficient car insurance to cover the damages and injuries that may be responsible for in an accident. Additionally, you may be a victim of a hit-and-run condition, or someone in your household may be injured in an auto accident while pedestrian. In these cases, uninsured motorist coverage will pay for the medical, rehabilitation, funeral, pain, and suffering costs. So what's included in all of our packages that we offer to our clients? First, Wellworth covers the following: insurance for car rentals who are included in the Wellworth policy and are registered under the rental. Replacement of glass with a $50 deductible for each separate accident. Now you may be saying, I've heard of other car insurances not charging the $50 deductible for glass. We have such great premium rates that we do charge this. While it may be included in some other policies, we allow ourselves to stay very competitive by including this $50 deductible. Hopefully you don't have to use it, but if you do, it's $50, and again, our premiums are very competitive that allow us to keep them low by not including these type of items. What is not covered in our insurance policy? Discount for garage, discount for off-street parking, and better rates for customers with good credit history. Additional options to avoid risk. Bodily injury, $100,000 per person, $300,000 per accident. As you saw in a few earlier slides, we discussed some amounts of $10,000 and $30,000. This additional risk allows us to bring up additional packages for you to add to your insurance package. Uninsured motorist, same coverage as bodily injury. And comprehensive, not specifically a recommendation, but available deductible either $0 or $1,000 is an additional option that you can add on. So premiums. We talk a lot about premiums, and a lot of people wonder how we can stay competitive in the market and what goes into a premium cost. So a few things we like to outline. Your age, your gender, and your marital status play a factor in your premiums. If you've got younger drivers on the road and they're new to driving, their premiums are a little bit higher because they're at higher risk for accidents. The more insurance you buy, the higher the premium will be. So if you continue to add on the risks and all the extra bells and whistles, you will find that your premiums are going up because you're having higher coverage. Driving record. If one of your drivers on the policy has a lot of tickets, a lot of accidents, the premiums are going to be higher than somebody who has a great driving record because you're at higher risk for accidents and traffic violations. Location. In some areas, there's heavily populated areas that traffic, thefts, and vandalism, especially in the city. Drivers pay a higher premium than those in a rural, smaller town. The type of vehicle. Because some of us drive certain vehicles, the insurance may be higher on others. The damage in an accident may cost more to repair, or maybe they're frequently stolen, and therefore the premium would be higher on those particular cars. Fleet policies. I know fleet policies was something that was important for us to discuss today, so I wanted to go over a few of the high-level bullets we have for this. Wellworth has a policy that insures a fleet, which would cover all of your vehicles for a single rate under a single policy. Since all vehicles are covered in one policy, there's only one policy for the customer to manage. This simplifies payments and claims that may incur from that. All drivers in the policy are covered without having to negotiate different rates for each driver. So under a fleet policy, if we find that somebody has a better driving record than another, the package is one and the premium is one per month. The customer supplies vehicle and claims information. So what we need from you is a little bit of information that we'll gather after this meeting so that we can best rate the appropriate rate and package that fits your needs depending on the number of vehicles, what type of coverage you're looking for. It's not something we can just give a rate out very quickly for, but something that we can take away a lot of information and deliver back to you some of the key factors that we have gathered and give you a reasonable price that would cost for your premium. We have you covered. So bad driving records, something you may be thinking of. I've got somebody who has a bad driving record, they're never going to get insurance. They'll get insurance, their premiums are just going to be higher. So I know that's something you're probably thinking of is, oh, this conflicts with what I'm thinking. My son has a bad driving record, my husband has a lot of speeding tickets. We'll work with you, you're just going to have a higher premium. Fleet policy, many drivers equals one plan. Regardless of your employees that are going to be using the fleet policy, whether they have accidents, fantastic driving record, their gender, their age, everyone falls under one umbrella. We will use all those factors to give you one premium for your fleet. However, there's only one. So if you have 20 drivers, there's one premium. All 20 drivers roll up to that. So while you're thinking, hey, this one's got a really good driving record, probably going to pay less, and somebody who's got more speeding tickets is going to pay more. Nope, we're all under one there. New drivers. New drivers under a fleet policy, we understand that it's going to roll up to one. However, as you're looking at individual policies for your family or your friends, newer drivers are going to be more expensive. We understand that's something that families go through, but they're at higher risk for driving as they're newer to driving and may incur more accidents. So while we think about these three different issues and stuff that may be going on for you in your head as we're going through this presentation, we do have solutions for you. Any questions?